Hey gang, it's Rudder. Finally got the car shipped, and it is here in the house now, so work's gonna begin. I got to thinking about it. I haven't seen this thing since 1996, so I have a lot of parts extra that I didn't necessarily need to get, but that's neither here nor there. First about the car. I've had this since I was 14, and I'm 40 now, so it's been a while since I've had the car. I remember doing the doors. I did the body work on the doors. I'll probably end up redoing it because I think I put fiberglass in that corner right there. I'm going to put some metal in there. I did. It's a little bit further than what I thought. I thought I tore this thing apart, but here's the dash. No camera's probably bad to see it, but I'm getting rid of all that stuff there. I'm not into that kind of racy stuff anymore. I will keep the shifter because I do love the shifter. I'm going to repaint the dash. The carpet is, I think, new. I'm going to check it. I'm going to pull it out and see if it's okay. It's been sitting for a long time. So is the back interior. I know I had this redone a couple of years before I stored the car. Depending what color of the car, I might have this have the piping done in the color of the car. But we'll find out. I painted the headliner. You probably can't see because it's black and crappy lighting in here. But I dyed it. I'm probably going to put a regular black interior, a regular black headliner in here because you can see some of the white right there. Seats, these are coming out for sure. These are about as comfortable as sitting on a brick. So if anyone needs some racing seats, let me know. But I might keep the 5 points just for the car. But I'm going to get some either Fiero or stock seats, something like that. First off, let's go see the weather. Oh, I picked up a Beamer at the same time. And it is a wonderful John Kerry day around here. A couple clouds in the sky, contrails from aircraft, but other than that, it's a pretty nice day. It's a Mustang work day. All right, back to the car. Before I did leave, I had short notice orders to England, and then I went to Germany after that. But I pour 15'd it because I had this sandblasted, and instead of just letting it sit bare metal, I just pour 15'd it. So I got to pull this crap off. So we'll see how well it is to sandblasting. But it's a pretty crappy paint job because I just painted it because I was leaving. I had time constraints, so I just painted it so it's got some dust in it. And probably see it. You really can't see it, but right down there is a lot of dust. I have a new replacement panel for this because I welded this piece in there and it doesn't look as good. So I'm probably going to take this whole piece out and put a new one in there. In fact, I just might put a piece of sheet metal straight across here. Don't know. I guess plans are going light speed now since the car's here in opposition. But I'm going to cut the shock towers out. I'm going to replace I'm putting a Hydro Boost system in it, so I'll get rid of that and put power brakes. Much safer. I used to have a single master cylinder on. I couldn't believe Ford put that on there, but it was a 6-cylinder car to begin with, and like I said, I bought a Falcon, same pretty much body style, and I just put the suspension underneath of it, short of the gearbox. But painted a gearbox too, I think, and that's probably just a lot of dust and stuff in it, a lot of crap in the paint. So, but if anybody needs a bunch of spare parts, I'm going to end up getting into this gearbox, the suspension. It has disc brakes on it. I got it off of Granada. You really can't see it behind there, but I know those are brand new springs too. I think 420 pound. So I'll be getting rid of a lot of this stuff because I'm upgrading to Cobra brakes. I think I have a set of 96, 2003, something like that, Cobra brakes, 2004, whatever it is. Putting those on there. I'm putting 05 disc brakes in the back right now. It has drum. That is an 8-inch rear end because, like I said, it used to be a 6-cylinder car. And there's one 9-inch I have. There's a second 9-inch I have. I think I'm going to go with this one because I think this one is a little bit stronger. That one is out of, if I'm not mistaken, I think that might be out of a Fairlane. I'm not exactly sure, but it is a 9-inch as well, so I'll have extra parts to be getting rid of here. So if anyone needs a 9-inch, let me know. It is an off-center diff, if I remember correctly. Can't really tell it here, but it is. I believe it is an off-center diff. I have to measure it. But it's a war case. The center section is a war, so it's not a nodular. Doesn't have the N in it. So we'll have to I'll check that out more, and I'll make some videos of this stuff as I'm going along too. But about the car itself, let's take a look at it. Probably can't see. Fuel cell, I'm getting rid of that mess, and I'm putting in a stock fuel tank, and I'm going to sump it, and hide a pump in there if I can. I got a new tail panel, so I'll be doing that because I know it was hitting. There's a big old dent back here, and I pounded out the best I could, but I did put some body filler in it. Same with the bumper. The bumper's gone. This one in particular, because you see it doesn't quite match. Not to mention this quarter. If anybody can tell me, I bought a new quarter for this, but that gap is horrible. I don't know if it's the panel or the quarter itself, because this is another thing. There it is. See how thick the Bondo is in there. So I got a new quarter for this thing, and I know I got crap on the wheel wells too. I think I glassed in a bunch of holes, pinholes. The car's been stored in the garage, so it hasn't been beaten by the weather, but it still does have some problems. Like I don't know if you can see how thick it is there. Really bad perspective on the camera view, but yeah, that. And yeah, somebody I think replaced this once before, and they just didn't do it right. So this whole quarter's got to come off. I don't know how far it is up here, but a lot of Bondo. These are coming off. But I know I did the door. The door's okay. But again, I think I fiberglassed in here, so I'm going to see it on the inside, and I'll just put new metal in there. I pulled the paint off on some places. See here, it's not that bad, but it's still chipping off. I'm going to strip this car down anyway, because you see it's only got probably one coat of paint on it. But there's no oil canning on the hood, or on the roof, I'm sorry. No oil canning, so it should be okay. In fact, there's a good way to see how thick the paint is. So I think maybe one layer of paint. But yeah, so I got to treat all this stuff. I got new chrome pieces for this, because you can't bang this stuff out. It's got dents all over it from me missing, doing dolly work, stuff like that, and just hitting this thing. Stuff dropping on it. You can't fix these, so I'm just going to put new chrome on it. Fenders I bought at a swap meet. I think I bought them for $50 for each, something that is really inexpensive. So I think those are okay. I might have to do a little work on them once I get them, but they're decent fenders. The old ones had, I know for a fact, had holes right down here. Typical where they rust because they catch all the dirt. So there's a big old rustle right there, so I just came across a good deal and I picked it up while I could. Front bumper seems to be okay. I'm going to look at it. I don't know what color to paint the car yet. I'm going between gold and blue, between red and blue. I don't know. I'm sure it'll come along. I got a lot of time to think about it. But the point is, I don't know whether it's going to paint the bumpers body color or not. If it was blue, I was going to leave them chrome. If it was red, I was going to paint the car or paint the bumpers. So, yeah. Anyway, that's way far down the road for me to be thinking of right now. The underneath of the car doesn't look too bad. Well, I got some stuff I need to fix. Like when I put subframe connectors in there, I think I bolted those dudes in. So I'm going to go ahead and weld them. I got some Southside machine lift bars. Those are coming off because I put a 4-link in it. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I did put floor pans in it, but I don't think I treated them that well. So you might be able to see, the rust. I didn't fiberglass it. Plus I used a GAW welding, so it's kind of crappy weld swell. I'm going to smooth all this down. It had the original undercoating on it, but they look okay for now. But yeah, I made these subframe connectors. I'm surprised they're still holding up, but yeah, I made these out of some steel a long time ago. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in. In fact, I might even take this bar here, cut out the subframe, and run this bar all the way as far as I can in here, and then weld it in, and then still keep this too, just for added rigidity. But yeah, that's the car so far. It's got an 8-inch spool Yeah, I don't know why I put a spool in it. I think that's too good. Didn't have the money to buy a positive or a limited slip, and 8-inch limited slips are few and far between. So I'm gonna put, like I said, one of those two 9-inches. Gonna have it narrowed because I'm gonna tub this too, just a little bit, probably just to the frame rails, and then yeah, then I'll get some wider meats underneath there. But yeah, I scraped all the undercoating because this thing, I don't know whether it's a northern car or what, but it had like a freaking inch of undercoating underneath it. So I spent a lot of time getting rid of all that undercoating. So I plan on painting this underneath too. I'm gonna strip it down, seam seal it, fix any holes, maybe weld in some reinforcements. Because I know the foiling has to go back right there, so I'm going to end up reinforcing that whole area. But I'm going to strip this all down and seam seal it and then paint it body color or black, one of the two. I just don't want it exposed like this. All right, shake your can for a second. The interior, like I said, it's not too bad. Door panels, I think I have pony interior, so I'll put that. I think I need to fix the window mechanisms. I think they do roll up, but yeah, this side's not too bad. I think it's that other side that's sticky, but you really can't see much because of the lack of lighting here, but I'll fix that. I'll get some lights in here. I got a new wiring kit for it too, so I know this old wiring is original to the car. Sort of the little stuff I fixed, like when I ran the battery to the trunk. Sorry about the lack of light here, but yeah, when I ran the battery to the trunk, I know I fixed some of the wiring, but other than that, it's still a stock wiring harness. And underneath that mess, there is a brand new wiring kit for this car. So, yeah, there's all the spare parts that I've been collecting for the past 12 years on this car. Should have not just bought them and get rid of that. That's been sitting for a long time. But yeah, I'm going to make a video as progress I go along. Make my list, what I'm going to do. Yeah, trunk doesn't even shut. I got to get right on that. All right, guys. Just want to show you the car, show you that it wasn't a figment of my imagination. But yeah, I'll be starting on it soon, and I'll take you guys along for the ride. All right, thanks for watching.